What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to another one of my videos. Of course, I have another story time for you, and girl and boy, isn't this gonna be a good one? Now, I'm gonna just get right into it because we don't want to waste no time. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is very tragic. Yeah. I come on here and I tell y'all all the time how anxious I get. And I do be anxious. Like, so anxious to the point where I can't go up to the counter at Chick-fil-A or anywhere to ask for extra ketchup. If you give me the wrong fries, I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm just taking it. I'm gonna say, okay, thank you. And just go on about my day. Like, it's bad. It's real bad. And I understand that. I got some things to fix. But so do you. So do you. But yeah, like when I tell you that I have anxiety, I really have anxiety. And it be up my tail. Let me tell you what. It be killing me. All right. So, there's a lot of stuff that I didn't do by myself in the beginning of this year. Like, I would not go out to eat by myself. I would not go to events by myself. I would not do, a plethora of things, like ask for ketchup. And guys, I have been doing that this year, just this year, like a couple months ago, but it's still this year. I've been getting better at it. It's a slow but sure progress, and I'm aware of it. And I'm proud of myself for making these, adjustments. Yeah, I should have said that in the first place. But there was this one particular time around this year, when the weather wasn't all confused and stuff, thinking that we were in fall, summer, all of them, you know what I'm saying, where it was really cold outside. My favorite fall drinks, one of my favorite hot alcoholic drinks is a hot toddy. They're pretty good and very easy to make. But of course, this was my first time making them for myself because my aunt used to make them for me. And I believe she was at work, and I'm a grown woman. I can go to the liquor store. So I'm getting dressed, all excited. I know the ingredients I need to get to make them. I'm just, cool. I needed some styrofoam cups, and I needed some cinnamon sticks, and some lemon juice, I believe, or lemons. I don't know which ones I bought, but I got some form of lemon. And I went to Walmart. Fine, no worries, no issues. I could run in and out of Walmart all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like that is not a problem for me. But the problem was when I realized I had to go into a liquor store, and I had never been into a liquor store by myself before. Before I became bougie, I would drink wine from Walmart, because you're already in there getting groceries. Why not get your wine from Walmart? That's all I knew. Now, I did dibble dabble in tequila and vodka and all that other stuff, but that usually was provided to me from family members. I didn't have to go into the liquor store. Or if I did go into the liquor store, I had like a family member with me, like showing me the ropes and where things were, but I wasn't prepared enough to go in there and be confident without speaking to somebody to ask them where this type of liquor is. So I was terrified. So what did I do? I called my grandmother, and she answers the phone. And my grandma is a really good supporter of me, and she understands that I have anxiety. So she was there for me, she was there for my brother. You know what I'm saying? And so I was like, Grandma, please, I really want to get drunk tonight, but I need my grandmother to help me through the store on the phone. Well, at first, y'all, I ain't even gonna cap. Like, she lived all the way downtown in my city. So I was gonna get in my car, drive all the way downtown to go pick her up, and drive all the way back over to my side of the town so she can go into the liquor store with me. I probably would have bought her a little liquor. Maybe. Money was tight last year. and then take her back home so I can go home. That was a lot of gas and mileage. I know. But it was crucial because I was scared, okay? 1 + 1 always going to equal 2. The math's probably not mathing to you, but it's on the paper. So she was on board at first. She was like, oh, okay, well, as long as you buy me some liquor. And I'm like, girl, I'll buy you a bottle of something that's on sale, because my grandma got expensive taste. You know what I'm saying? I can't spend over $50. I just spent $25 on the rest of the ingredients. You know what I'm saying? For my hot toddy. So, girl, we can go to the sale rack for you, Granny. I'm sorry, I love you, but liquor be expensive, especially the kind you be wanting, honey, child. Bills. But so she was like, I was like, well, just stay on the phone with me. Just stay on the phone while I go to the liquor store. And of course, I was asking her where the liquor store is around me and all of this other stuff, and she was helping me. So y'all, I pull up to the liquor store and I'm like, please do not leave me. She's like, I'm not gonna leave you, whatever. And so I pull up to the liquor store, and I get out of the car. There's people there, and I'm like, oh my god. So I just start talking to her about something random, and when I get in, there's this man standing at the desk, and it's like elevated, so I'm looking up at him like, and so I just look at him, and then I like immediately took a hard right where the liquor was so I could hide behind the shelving or whatever. And so I'm asking my grandma, like, what kind should I use for my hot toddy? I couldn't find it. She was telling me all these liquors I should look out for, and y'all, it was nowhere to be found at all. I'm freaking out, and my anxiety quickly turns into like a attitude type of thing. But I don't mean any harm, and I was not disrespectful to my grandma. I was just like, oh my god, I can't find it. I'm not gonna get drunk tonight. I can't find it. So she's like telling me, calm down, Taja, you gotta look by X, Y, and Z, and if they don't have this, look for that. And I'm like, grandma, I can't find it. She's like, well, why don't you ask the man? I said, I'm not asking no man for no help. I'm a strong, independent black woman. I don't need no man's help. So yeah, eventually I found it, and she's like, oh, hold on, your dad is calling. I said, please, no, wait, can you just text him, tell him to just give me a second. She was like, don't you have the liquor? And I was like, yes, but grandma, please, I have to pay for it. I don't want you to leave me. I don't want you to leave me because I can't do this by myself. Y'all, I was almost about to cry. I'm not crazy. I'm not gonna hold you. I ain't crazy, but I do be terrified. So she was like, okay, I'll call you back. And I'm like, okay. So she hangs up immediately when I say the O in the word okay. She didn't even let me get it out. So she clicks. So I'm standing there trying to waste time. The guy's like looking at me trying to make sure I ain't stealing. Hey, boy, I don't want none of this. What I got to steal for? I'm scared. It's a difference. I don't want to steal nothing from you. I'm scared to ask you what a liquor. I know you hear me on the phone with my grandma. I'm like, what I'm finna steal? I'm terrified. Shoot. But yeah, so then she takes forever to call me back. I want to get out of this man's hair because he already acting like I'm suspicious, and I'm really not. I can't go to jail. I'm too cute for that. So I walk up to the counter, and I'm trying to call my mom, but she didn't answer the phone. So I have the phone in my ear, but it's on top of my hair. And like, it's one of those otter boxes that has like the little rubbery outside on it. So it's like tangled up in my hair. And when my mom didn't answer, I put the bottle of liquor on the counter, and then I put my wallet up there. And so, you know how you try to take the phone out, but it was like all in my hair. So I was like, and he could hear my hair breaking as I was trying to rip it from, it was like, and then I hung up. My phone had makeup all over it because I didn't know anything about setting sprays. It was all brown, and he's looking at it, and then he looks at me. He's like, hey, how are you doing? And I'm like, bro, I didn't even answer. So I'm frantically opening up my wallet. I pull out my driver's license, and I show it to him. I'm like this. And he's like, did you find everything you need? And I'm like, and I'm like shoving it in his face with every question that he asked me. I'm just getting closer and closer until he's like, well, all right. And then he looks at it and he was like, you look very nice tonight. And I'm like, thank you. And I'm shaking like a chihuahua. I'm very scared. And I feel like he knew that. And he was just like taunting me at this point. But I'm like, thank you. I appreciate it. And so then, y'all, I paid for my stuff. This is where it gets bad. So there's a designated door for you to come in that you can't go out of, and there's a designated door for you to go out of that you can't come into, right? And in between those doors, there's like a case of like liquor or like drinks, whatever they have out right there to separate the two, right? So I try to be cute after freaking out, sweating, nose running, blowing bubbles, trying not to cry, all of that stuff. So I try to be cute and hold the little liquor in my arm that's in like the brown paper bag, and I'm trying to twist my little stuff. And you know how you take your hip and you hit the door to like swing it open? Well, that was the door that comes in that you can't go out of. So I hit the door with my hip, it goes boom, and so when I hit the door and it goes boom, I turned into it thinking that it was opening. I turned into it. So I hit the door with my hip, boom, turned towards it, smacked my forehead on the glass. And then as I'm trying to move back, my forehead slides down the glass and was like, and mind y'all, when I took my phone off my face, it had makeup on it. So the window on the door had brown makeup, just the walls that had liquor on it was shaking. Just like that. When I, boom, it was like the walls were shaking, bro. That's how hard I hit it trying to get out. So, mind you, there's a aisle right there of drinks or liquor, whatever is right there. So this means I have to turn around, face this man, and go out the other way. So what do? I back up, not turning around. Like I just walk backwards. And then as I'm turning, I don't turn around. So we still make eye contact. And I'm like, hey, sorry about that. And then I proceed to go out the door. And he didn't say anything else. I have not been to that liquor store since that day. And that's been a couple of years ago. And I will never show my face again at that liquor store. Yeah, it was pretty bad. I would love to have that surveillance tape. If I could show you guys, I would definitely show you guys. Because my favorite part, it was very audible, right? You could hear my forehead flesh. Boom. That was very embarrassing. Like, I can't believe I did that. I can't believe it. Appreciate you guys. And always like, comment, subscribe, and share to people who you have anxiety, because they ain't alone, because I'm here in the flesh. And somebody who has had some experience, like some of the same stories as I have. Make sure you like and subscribe. Turn on those bell notifications, because here soon I may have some new stuff coming up for you guys. You know what I mean? So you would know though, because you're not subscribed and you don't have your notifications on. So what are you doing? But guess what? I just need to tell you this because it's been on my mind a lot. I love you. Never forget it. You filthy animal.